Hi, in this video I will talk about Exodus Surah, in the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. And glorifying God is everything in the heavens and the earth, and He is the Almighty, most wise. He is the one who evicted those who disbelieved among the people of the scripture from their homes. In a max Exodus, He never thought that they will live, and they thought that their preparations will protect them from God. But then God came to them whence they never expected, and throw terror into their hearts. So this is important that God can do this. Thus they abandoned their homes on their own volition. So God can change our psychology in addition to pressure from the believers. You should learn from this, or you will possess vision. If God didn't force them to live, He would have requited them in His life. In the hereafter He will commit them to retribution of hell. So this is because they opposed God and His messenger. For those who oppose God and His messenger, God is most strict in enforcing retribution. Whether you chop a tree or leave it standing on its trunk is in accordance with God's will. He will surely humiliate the wicked. So, and the surah mentions about the war. Whatever God restored for His messenger wasn't a result of your war force, whether you fought on horses or on foot. God is the one who sends His messenger against whomever He wills. God is omnipotent. So here, interestingly, we see that if we reveal this Quran to mountain, you will see it trembling, crumbling, out of reverence for God. We cite these examples for people; they may reflect. So it shows that Quran is such an important message, and interestingly, God can change our emotions here, and that is what we supposed to feel. And God mentioned that, and in the Quran we see that God can make objects to talk, like just skin can talk to God. It's like scanning something. If we reveal this Quran to a mountain, you will see it trembling, crumbling out of reverence for God. So it means it is supposed to how we feel. We cite this example. So these examples help us to understand and care the Quran and follow it. He is the one God. There is no other God besides Him, knower of all secrets and declarations. He is the most gracious, most merciful. He is the one God. There is no other God besides Him, the King, the most sacred, the peace, most faithful, the supreme, the Almighty, most powerful, the most dignified. God be glorified far above having the partners. He is the one God, the Creator, the Initiator, the Designer. To Him belong the most beautiful names. Glorifying Him is everything in the heavens and the earth. He is Almighty, most wise. And it ends up with the start. Glorified is God is in everything in the heavens and earth, and He is Almighty, most wise. So it makes it sound like it makes it more poetic. And also we see that in to Him belong the most beautiful names. It's like the thing that there is a program, and what you like, God has programmed us, and we have similarities when we can empathize with God, but we cannot comprehend what's going on. Right? We cannot fully know it. We're now programming things. It's like let's assume that like there are adjectives, things like smartness or something. Then it explains that God has most beautiful names, all of the beautiful names, all of the beautiful classifications, and most wise. So and that's the reason why we alive, and it explains things very clearly. So that's because of God we are living, and our goal is to pray God. And the world is sort of a place that people actually believe. It's not like free from believing. Some people may sound like, oh, okay, God created us, but I'm doing like bad things. How I can do so many bad things against God or something? And in the Quran, there are many examples about it. And the Quran says that this is because God allows them. And even you say that you don't believe, and there are people, and there are um, animals, objects praying for God. And in the Quran, we see that. So in fact, the world in the world, we are actually praying. And there are many things praying, but only thing that is not praying and supposed to pray and have freedom of choice is the humans. So that's why this is like a test. It's like a testing place, but for those who can see, and it's also a worshipping place. And everything we do, it should be for God and to gain God's law, and we can hopefully go to heaven, and then can reach the peaceful life there forever.